He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Hurts on first down. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Making the stop that time, Kool-Aid McKinstry. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
That's another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
And an Eagles first down.
Silver, set.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Zone read give here to Barkley. Down to the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Saquon Barkley the touchdown. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Saints nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. A little burst so far. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. First and 10. Quickly to the air. Here's Shuck. This is caught by Trey Palmer. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock. So unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
A gain of 30. First down, New Orleans.
Here's Shuck. First and 10. And it falls incomplete. Went for the deep ball there, but just couldn't connect. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Is Reed Blankenship making the stop?
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and third downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
Fourth down, here's Shuck. It's complete. This is a Olave. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line.
22 yards.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
A gain of 22 yards.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I'm not seeing a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
Shuck now from the gun. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
Well, we're already seeing his legs going to be a factor in this contest. But I'll tell you what, Kate, if pressure's going to be on him like that, he's going to have to put his running back cape on and really use his ability to escape and keep things moving forward. They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Smith has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. Shipley now to return.
Will Shipley. The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Headed out right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the 13-yard line.
So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Eagles soaring to an early lead. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. Bails out of the pocket quick. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Look at that power, deep left side. Big gain downfield. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
He works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. And that's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
On the move, headed right. He tucks it and takes off. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And 2nd down only works out for a yard.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Returning it from the 4. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. First and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. He's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. Saints can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Shipley now to return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Hurts setting up to throw. Chased out to his right. Cut for big yards on the right side. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. First down, around with Barkley. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Now, Brock, things are dead even as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More football from the link coming up in just a moment. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Great.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. And they make the stop. We're going to say about the 37-yard line.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. First down throwing for Hurts. Buys time, rolling right. Now here he goes. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. Offense is set. 1st and 10. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Barkley has the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles get some late points and the lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game. Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. A little burst so far. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stopped. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Here we go. 60 Eagles.
1st and 10. Here's Shuck. Hits his running back. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the 1st down.
He finds Bailey working downfield here. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. So a new 7 downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, New Orleans.
Now a shotgun handoff to Miller. This one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. The Saints calling for a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
And the Eagles
we go, second down.
Warriors 70. Dragon 60. 19 right.
Shotgun snap to Shuck. Cut near the goal line. And this is down all the way to the 3. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Handoff here for Miller. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Saints earn the chance to tie before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here. They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He'll throw it. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw, swatted away by the defense.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Saints to the line now. First and 10. Shock working from the gun. This is reeled in by Taysom Hill. The stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Saints first down. One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Shock now on first down. Brought in inside the 20. There it is. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take the lead right away in half number 2. For the extra point, here's Smith. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7. Smith has it on the tee and it's ready to send it flying. Shipley now to return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. He manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Barkley again here on 2nd. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
This one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. First down now, ball at the 33. Barkley trying this up the gut. And now funnel this up after a 4-yard gain. Sent to the ground by Pete Werner.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Alontae Taylor has it. And the Saints have it a little ways into enemy territory. They're at the 40. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
And the Saints first down.
Working inside the red zone. Dumps it off to his running back. And this one doesn't go far.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
On the give, it's Miller. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up third down.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Throwing, shot. He's got it. We got the football, Brock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Back to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints parlay the interception into points. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're going for the end zone.
That one splits the uprights. And the Saints double their lead to 14. Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Shipley now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Alontae Taylor on coverage.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down. A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. They'll indeed go for this. It's Hurts. He's throwing deep to the left side. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Here's shot, 1st and 10. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Saints up by multiple scores, and they've got the football. No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Sharp looking to pass here. Brought in. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead,
And he's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans.